Masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Welcome to your ETUlay online tutorial program. Tayo ay naglakbay sa nakaraang semester na puno ng pagkatuto at paglago. Join us again as we welcome the second semester of the academic year 2021-2022 dito sa inyong klaseng ETUlay. Here are your new fantastic tutors at your service.
ETUlay ang gabay sa pagkatuto. ETUlay edukasyon itatawid sa'yo. ETUlay paaralan nilalayo sa'yo. ETUlay sa makabagong panahon. ETUlay para sa kabataang Pilipino.
Every Thursday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Huwag kayong mawawala. Ating patuloy na saliksikin ang hiwaga ng humanidades at agham panlipunan. Laging tandaan, ikaw ang best tuwing Huwebes.
Huling maling impormasyon, katotohanan nating ituro, pangmarin ang edukasyon. ETUlay ang gabay sa pagkatuto.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na! Tara na!
ETUlay Tuties! Welcome to DepEd ETUlay Online Tutorial. I'm Tutor Ka from SDO Valenzuela and
And I'm Tutor Rom from Schools Division of City of Bugo.
okay, and we are on Philippine Politics and Governance every Thursday 4:40 to 5:20 in the afternoon. Dahil kayo, ETUlay Tuties ang Tutor Rom.
Kayo ang best tuwing Webes.
Okay, and with that, we would like to shout out all our ETUlay Tuties online na nagpa-participate ngayon. At tingnan natin, 2 weeks tayong na-miss ang isa't isa, di ba? Kumusta naman mga ETUlay Tuties? Di ba, Tutorong?
Oo nga, Tutor Ka.
And with that, this afternoon, punong-puno tayo ng ating topic. We are on quarter 4, week 3 with the module, the judiciary. Mamaya, meron tayong guest after ng ating overview ng ating pag-uusapan. So, let's get ready, Tutorong.
Okay, we would like to thank the Schools Division of Negros Oriental for allowing us to use their modules with their superintendent, Dr. Senien Preselio P. Polen, CISO 5. Maraming salamat po sa pag-allow sa amin sa paggamit ng inyong modules. Tutor Ka?
Okay. Thank you very much, Negros Oriental, for the module. And with that, let's go on with our objectives. At the end of this session, the tutor should be able to identify the primary functions of the Philippine judiciary, write a short essay depicting the value of justice system in everyday living, and tutorom.
Recognize the importance of the judicial branch in instilling good virtues of a law-abiding citizen.
Yes, okay. And to review the previous episode that we have, nung previous episode si Tutor Rom ay wala. So, na-miss rin ito ni Tutor Rom. Okay, so we would like to have a shout out, Enrico Manuel T. Dalupan. Okay, watching now. And of course, ang ating naging ETUlay Tuty of the Week, si Joseph Conrad Bulacna. Okay, let's review the previous episode. Directions. Carefully read the following item. Fill in the blank with the correct answer. So, ETUlay Tuties, tap on the comment section for your answer. Okay, so number 1. The Congress is composed of the upper and the lower house, which is also known as the blank and blank respectively. Tutorom, meron po bang mga answer na ang ating mga ETUlay Tuties?
Okay, siguro nag-iisip pa sila, Chotter Ka, no? Kasi may buffer tayo ng 2 weeks, no? Pero just to remind lang, no, yung Congress natin bicameral yun. So may dalawang houses yun. Ano kayang tawag ng dalawang house doon? Okay, may sumagot na, Tutor Ka. Sabi ng tuty natin, it's Senate daw at House of the Representatives.
Tingnan natin.
Tama ba sila?
Okay. House of Representative and House of Senate. Okay, ang galing ah. Next, the Senate is composed of blank senators. How many? Tutorom, meron na po ba?
Okay, may nag-type na po, Tutor Ka. May sumagot na po. Sabi ng ating tuty, 12 senators daw. Tama ba, Tutor Ka? 12 senators ba?
Yes. So, tingnan natin. The answer is 24 senators. Katatapos pa lang ng elections, we elected another 12 of the newly elected senators. So, last episode, we discussed all about the roles and responsibilities of the legislative branch. Now, let's go with the question number 3. Legislative powers of Congress refers to its blank powers. What should that be? The answer. Meron na ba, Tutor Rom?
Okay, may sumagot na. Sabi ni Romsel, sabi niya, executive power daw. Executive power ba, Chotor ka?
Tingnan natin. It is lawmaking power. So, parang Tutor Rom, nakakasagot po ng tamang ating mga cuties. Ano po?
Oo nga, Chotor ka.
Okay. So,
Tatalino talaga ng mga
Congressman,
cuties.
opo, Congressman can only be elected for blank consecutive years. Ano kaya ang answer dyan, Tutor Rom?
Mhm. Okay, ating sabi ng mga cuties natin, sabi niya, for 3 years daw. 3 years ba, Chotor ka?
Let's see. Very good. 3 years nga. Hindi sila nakakalimot ng ating discussion last episode. And for the last one, the lower house is composed of blank district representatives. How many is that? Tingnan nga natin, Tutor Rom.
Okay, sabi ng cutie natin, 200, Chotor ka? Is it 200, Chotor ka?
Tingnan natin kung 200 yan. It's 250 district representatives. Medyo short ng 50, okay? So with that, congratulations sa lahat ng ETUlay cuties na nag-participate for our review of the previous episode. And now, for Module 3, the judiciary. So brace yourself with it. So, lagi nating nire-remind that there are three branches of the government: the executive branch, the judicial, and the legislative. We were already through with the executive branch, which is the hold or the office of the president and the vice president. And the legislative is the branch wherein it holds the power of the lawmaking body, which are our Senate and our House of Representative. Now, it's time for the judiciary. And always remember, these three branches are independent with each other, okay? So this is a check and balance system of our government. So with that, the Philippine judiciary has a judicial power. It is the power to decide on legal disputes. Later, expound natin ang mga ito dahil sa ating guest mamaya. Okay, Tutor Rom? Nawala.
Okay, so ito yung mga enumerations, no, kung bakit may independence of the Philippine judiciary is manifested in the following. First, the creation of the Judicial Bar Council. Ito yung committee na nag-nominate ng judges at ng mga justices sa Supreme Court at sa Court of Appeals. Then we have also the expanded power of judicial review. No, i-explain yan ng ating guest mamaya. We have also the fiscal autonomy of the judiciary. Then we have the power to review proclamation of martial law and suspension of the writ of habeas corpus election. Then we have also the security of tenure of the judges. And lastly, we have the Supreme Court as judge in presidential elections. So, i-explain yan lahat ng ating guest pagkatapos po ng ating discussion.
Yes, and
Tutor
the
ka?
scope of judicial power is one, adjudicating power, the power to settle legal disputes, okay? And then the power of judicial review, the power of Supreme Court to interpret and make judgment with respect to the law, and incidental powers, the powers necessary for the discharge of judicial functions. And now, we go to the organizational structures of the judiciary branch of the Philippines. Ano pa composed ng ating judiciary system? Of course, we have the Supreme Court. It is the highest court, or also known as the court of last resort, composing of a Chief Justice and 14 associate justices. So pag sinabi ng highest court, final na. Pero mamaya, tingnan natin sa ating guest kung ano pa ang scope ng Supreme Court. Tutor Rom?
Okay, so we have also the Court of Appeals, the second highest judicial court, and primarily exercises appellate jurisdiction over the decisions of the regional trial courts. Kasi may hierarchy of courts tayo, di ba, Choterka? Then, it also reviews cases involving the Ombudsman and the Department of Justice, as well as the decisions of the government agencies, exercising quasi-judicial functions, including the office of the President. It consists of one presiding justice and 69 associate justices who are then grouped into 23. Yun po ang composition at work responsibility ng ating Court of Appeals. Tutor Ka?
Yes. And then we have the Regional Trial Court. It exercises the appellate jurisdiction over all cases decided by the Metropolitan Trial Courts, Municipal Trial Courts, and the Municipal Circuit Trial Courts in their respective territorial jurisdictions. Later on, we will expound on this matter. Yes, Tutor Rom?
Okay, then we have the Metropolitan Trial Court, Municipal Trial Court, Municipal Circuit Trial Courts, and Municipal Trial Court in cities. So ang function naman nitong mga courts nito, there shall be created a Metropolitan Trial Court in each metropolitan area established by law, a Municipal Trial Court in each of the other cities or municipalities, and a Municipal Circuit Trial Court in each circuit comprising such cities and or municipalities as are grouped together pursuant to law. So malalaman po lahat natin yan, ano ang functions ng mga courts na yan sa ating pong guest speaker. Di ba, Choterka?
Yes, medyo nagkakaroon kasi ng confusion yung ating mga duties regarding those different organization ng judiciary system natin. And there are also what we call the special courts, the Sharia Court, the Court of Tax Appeals, and the Sandigan Bayan. Papasadahan lang natin tong konti. The Sharia Court is the code of Muslim personal laws. This exercise the palette of supervisory jurisdiction in civil proceedings including question of Islamic law. So, mostly ito ay sa ating mga kapatid sa Mindanao province. And then the Court of Tax Appeals naman, this is a court that has exclusively to review appealed decision or inaction of the Commission of Internal Revenue or the Commission of Customs. So dito na napupush yung mga tax cases natin. And then of course, the Sandigan Bayan. Ito lagi itong naririnig ng ating mga ETUlay duties. What is the function of this? This tries and decides criminal and civil cases against government employees and officials who are accused of graft and corruptions, okay, or similar offenses. So, sila yung nag-aasikaso or nagtatrabaho ng mga cases na for graft and corruption for those who are working in the government. And with that, okay, we also have the expanded judicial system in the Philippines. This is a quasi-court or quasi-judicial agencies or bodies or agencies that exercises the adjudicatory power in certain types of controversies like the Civil Service Commission, Commission on Election, and Commission on Audit. Ano ba talaga yung adjudicatory power? Kasi naririnig-rinig rin talaga natin ito. This is what we call to determine the legality of arguments, proofs, and facts in order to execute a sentence or ruling. Okay? So later, mamalaman po natin yan. And with that, we would like to welcome on our episode for this afternoon. He is Attorney 5 at the Legal City Office of Manila with 23 years of experience. He graduated his law degree at Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila. ETUlay duties, let us all welcome Attorney Neil Salcedo. Andiyan na po ba si attorney?
Yes po, andito na po. Good afternoon.
Yan. Good afternoon, Attorney Neil Salcedo, and welcome to DepEd ETUlay. Yes po. Tutor Ron, you have questions for our guest?
Attorney, na-mention ko po yung kanina, yung adjudicating power. Can you cite a situation po where the following judicial power is applied? Paano po ina-apply yung adjudicating power? Ano po ang ibig sabihin po ng adjudicating power po ng judicial branch po, attorney?
Pasimplihan natin. Halimbawa, yung isang tao may utang na gustong maningil sa isang tao, tapos hindi siya binabayaran, pwede siyang mag-file ng case sa korte, at pag napatunayang dapat talaga siyang bayaran, korte ang magsasabi, mag-o-order dun sa sinisingil niya na bayaran siya ng pera na yon. Yun po ang isang example ng adjudicatory power. O tama nga si A, may utang nga sa kanya si B, so dapat magbayad si B ng ganitong halaga. Yan po. Yan po ang example ng...
Okay. Na-mention ko rin po kanina, attorney, yung judicial review. Magkaiba po ba yung adjudicatory power at judicial review? Ano pong ibig sabihin po ng judicial review po, attorney?
Meron tayong mga body na binigyan ng batas na authority to decide on certain matters. Pwede siyang, halimbawa, na palagay mo hindi tama yung decision ng body na yon, you can go to court to question that. Ang common dyan, yung tinatawag na certiorari. Kung titingnan mo yung definition ng judicial power, may isang part doon di ba? Judicial power is defined as the power of the court to settle actual controversies on legally demandable rights. May kasunod po yun. And to determine whether there has been grave abuse or discretion amounting to lack or excessive jurisdiction on the part of any instrumentality of the government. So, under the 1987 Constitution, the court is given the power to review, but only on the basis of grave abuse of discretion. Kung hindi sinunod, ang pinaka-typical na example yan, halimbawa yung isang body, hindi sumunod sa procedure, that is an abuse of discretion, reviewable by the court. Yun po.
Yun po ang ibig sabihin ng judicial review po, attorney. Yung pag may grave abuse of discretion po yung administrative body or any instrumentality of the government, nire-review po yun ng judicial body. Lahat po ba ng court, attorney, may power ng judicial review or may specific court lang po na nag-exercise ng judicial review?
Okay. Ang mga merong power na ganyan, ang binigyan under the law is the RTC, the Regional Trial Court, o kung ang tawag sa kanya is the Courts of General Jurisdiction. Meron din pong ganyan ang Court of Appeals at meron din pong ganyan ang Supreme Court. Silang tatlo lang. Wala pong ganyan ang MTC, the Inferior Court, walang ganon. Wala din ganyan ang bayan, wala din ganyan ang Court of Tax Appeals.
Okay po. Pero yung adjudicatory powers po, lahat po ng ori ng courts po, na-exercise po yun?
Depende sa inassign na jurisdiction sa kanya. Yung may mga cases na cognizable only by the lower court, the MTC, the inferior court. There are cases that is cognizable only by the RTC. Yun namang sinabi kanina na Sandigan Bayan and Court of Tax Appeals, naka-specify din kung anong yung mga kaso na dapat nilang dinggin. Nabanggit nyo naman po sa kanina, di ba? Example, yung Sandigan Bayan, that is pertaining to government officials na merong salary grade na 27 pataas, and the case is graft and corruption, plunder, and I think forfeiture, civil forfeiture ng mga nakulimbat ng government officials or employee. But that there is a requirement na salary, I'm not really sure if that is salary grade 27 pataas, because kapag bumaba na ron, if the case is graft in corruption pero mababa sa salary grade na limit, that is cognizable by the regional trial court already. Ayun
Okay,
po.
maraming salamat po sa pagbibigay liwanag po sa adjudicatory power at judicial review po, Attorney Salcedo. Tutor ka, may tanong ka pa po ba kay Attorney?
Yes, attorney, ito po is kanina pinag-usapan po natin yung organizational structure ng ating judiciary system. So we have the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeals, and the Special Courts. Now, ang tanong ko po sa Supreme Court, kasi sinabi natin kanina, all the decisions of the Supreme Court is final because it is the highest. Now, is there a possibility po na that a decision of the Supreme Court was been questioned or can be reversed yung kanilang naging final decision?
Actually, there are instances, not only in the Philippines but other countries, where the Supreme Court itself is reversing its doctrinal pronouncement. Halimbawa, may decision sila nung matagal ng taon, ni-revisit nila, and then the new justices came up with a different ruling. Totally reverse dun sa dati. Nangyayari po yun. Maraming beses nang nangyari sa atin yan. The Supreme Court can revisit its ruling and this time come up with a different ruling, totally reverse than the first. Marami po, kahit sa US nangyayari yan. Kasi di ba, the Supreme Court has the power to interpret the laws. Although sila na yung final arbiter, they can still reverse itself based on the prevailing circumstances. Another one, since it is only implementing or interpreting the laws, marireverse ang Supreme Court if there is another law that totally reverse the other one. Kapag sinabi ng legislator na reverse na yung law na yon, and there is another controversy involving the same issues under that law na na-reverse na yung batas, siyempre, the new interpretation will be based on the new law. So in that sense, mari-reverse din sila. So yun yung dalawang nakikita kong situation na ang decision ng Supreme Court can change. Pero matagal na panahon bago mabago yan sa experience na nakita ko.
So, bago po ma-reverse yung isang decision ng Supreme Court, talagang there will always be a due process. Ano po? At hindi po agad-agad na nababago kung ano yung final decision ng Supreme Court.
More than due process kasi we have a rule, ang tawag doon stare decisis, talagang we adhere to prior decisions unless there is a compelling reason to that. Ayun nga nakita ko, if the court revisits a certain ruling at ni-reverse nila. And another one, when there is a change in the law. So may iba na ang interpretation because the power of the judiciary is only to interpret the law. Kung ano na yung prevailing na batas, doon na mabibase yung decision nila.
Okay. So, regarding naman po sa Court of Appeals, what are the reason why a case is filed in the Court of Appeals and how can it be filed or what is the process para po yung case na yun ay ma-file sa Court of Appeals?
I have two situations. Number one, yung sinabi ko kanina na certiorari. May mga time na halimbawa, there is a grave abuse of discretion on the part of the Office of the President. Doon ka pupunta sa Court of Appeals. Or sample, yung you are looking for, you want the custody for a certain time na naandun sa Cebu. Hindi ka pupunta sa Cebu. You can go to the Court of Appeals kasi Court of Appeals has jurisdiction over Cebu. Hindi ka pupunta sa RTC ng Manila kasi wala tayong jurisdiction dun sa Cebu, yung lugar na kung nasaan yung bata. So, if you are looking for a custody, habeas corpus, na halimbawa kinuha sa iyo yung bata, dinala niya sa Cebu, you can go to Court of Appeals to file that. Another sample ko, yung certiorari. If kasi kung current ang jurisdiction ng RTC, CA saka Supreme Court, you can go there based on the circumstances that you have.
So, yung po pala ang ng Court of Appeals, ano?
Pero normally, appellate court talaga siya. Hindi sa kanya nag-uumpisa ang mga kaso. May mga instances lang na doon ka talaga magpa-file because of the situations that you have. Yun nga yung sample na sinabi ko.
So, siguro ang ating mga ETUlay tuties ngayon ay klaro na sa kanila. They have clear knowledge and idea how our judiciary system is functioning in our government. Last na lang po, attorney, what is the difference between the regional trial court and the municipal trial court and the MTC? Kasi diyan po minsan, lalo na po nung I had an experience po na isa ko pong estudyante ay nagtatanong sa akin, ma'am, pareho lang ba yung regional trial at yung municipal? Kasi nasa probinsya naman po tayo. So what is the difference between these two, attorney?
Yung tawag sa municipal trial court, this is the inferior court. Ibig sabihin ito yung mababa. The law assigns certain cases that is cognizable only by the municipal trial court, municipal circuit trial court, and yung municipal trial court in cities. I don't know if that is the correct term. Pero ang common yan, yung mga ejectment cases, cognizable by the MTC yan. Hindi pwedeng mapunta yan sa RTC. Ngayon kasi, pabago-bago yan with regards to the amount. Yung, halimbawa, you want to recover, sisingil ka ng pera sa ibang tao, sa isang tao, yung jurisdiction is based on the amount. Ang last na nalaman ko, up to 1 million na ang MTC dito sa Manila. Ang city court dito sa Manila. I don't know sa province. Last month lang nilabas yun eh. Pero yung ejectment, halimbawa, may gusto kang paalisin sa bahay mo, nagpapaupa ka. Hindi na siya nagbabayad, gusto mo siyang paalisin, ang tawag doon ejectment. That is cognizable by the MTC, Municipal Trial Court. Walang ibang may jurisdiction doon. Now, if you want to recover, if there is a case, a case that pertains to a real property, meron ding jurisdiction ng MTC based on the assessed value. Hindi lang ako sure kung how much is that kasi because of the hindi ko na-review yung bagong nilabas ngayon, pero may limit yon. Baka assessed value na 200, doon talaga sa MTC. Higher than that, RTC na. So what I'm saying is there are specific cases that is cognizable by the MTC. Ngayon, sa criminal case naman, yung mga ordinances, if you violate ordinance, sa MTC yon. Doon talaga magta-trial. Tapos yung crimes, yung below 6 years, ang penalty, that is cognizable by the MTC. Higher than 6 years, RTC na yon. So, naka-assign siya. There are specific cases that is cognizable by the MTC. Yun namang RTC, sabi ko nga kanina, it is a court of general jurisdiction. Kapag tumaas ka na sa 6 years penalty, sa amount higher than the jurisdiction of MTC, ipapile mo siya sa RTC. If you are in a city, halimbawa Legazpi or Manila, meron ditong regional trial court for the city. Sa probinsya naman, ang regional trial court nakabase sa province. Merong regional trial court ang Albay, halimbawa, pwede kang mag-file doon. Hindi ka pwedeng pumunta sa Court of Appeals. RTC talaga, general jurisdiction. One example is when your case is one which is incapable of pecuniary estimation, hindi nakabase sa amount. Halimbawa, may gusto mo lang i-prevent ang isang taong gawin itong bagay na to, injunction ang tawag doon, that is a case that is incapable of pecuniary estimation. You don't go to MTC, you go to RTC.
Okay po.
Recognizable na yan. Ngayon, I mentioned ejectment a while ago. Higher than ejectment is recovery of possession. Diba, hindi mo na na-comply yung requirements ng ejectment, you recover the possession of your property, you go to RTC. Yung pagkakaiba. The bottom line is, the law or rules assign specific cases to a certain court. MTC, eto lang jurisdiction mo. RTC, eto ka lang. Apo.
So talaga po parang meron silang kanya-kanya nilang jurisdiction. So at least ngayon po, clear po sa ating mga ETUlay cuties at sa lahat po ng viewers natin sa Facebook at sa YouTube, ano po talaga yung RTC at MTC kasi doon po sila nagkakaroon ng confusion. Saan ba ipa-file tong case na to? Municipal ba to o regional? So, thank you very much, Attorney Neil Salcedo, for clearing that. Matagal na po talaga yan naririnig ko na what is the difference between the RTC and the MTC. So, ETUlay cuties, remember the date. It is May 19 na nalinawan tayo regarding the functions nitong dalawang ito. So on this note, Attorney Salcedo, thank you very much for rendering your time. Alam po namin na napaka-busy nyo po ngayon, lalo na po ngayong panahon na ito. There's a transition of the government because we just had an election. Pero binigyan nyo po kami ng oras para po dito at we believe that yung mga isa pong malaking tulong at na-share nyo po yung inyong karunungan sa ating mga ETUlay cuties. And with that, Sir Neil, maikling message po para sa ating mga DepEd ETUlay cuties.
I hope there will be more students who will dream of becoming a lawyer. It is my honor to be invited. Salamat po.
Thank you very much, Attorney Neil Salcedo. So, ETUlay cuties, let's have a virtual clap for Attorney Neil Salcedo. So, we hope to see you still, Attorney Salcedo. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you po. And God bless. So, Tutor Rob, kumusta ETUlay cuties? So with that, we have quote to ponder, there can be no peace without justice and respect for human rights. This is from Irene Can. And now, tingnan nga natin kung talagang meron silang natutunan, Tutor Rom. Let's do our assessment. So, write true if the statement is correct and false if the statement is incorrect. So, ang gawin na lang natin, Tutor Rom, dahil mag-overtime na naman tayo, i-type lang nila ang kanilang mga answer sa comment box at next episode ating i-recognize ang kanilang mga answer. So with that, let's do it. Ay, nako, ayan. The Court of Appeals is the highest court in the country. Tutor Rom, bakit false?
Kasi yung highest court of the country is the Supreme Court, no? That is the highest court of the land.
Yes. And number 2, judicial power is a power that decides on legal dispute. And the answer, Tutor Rom, is?
It's true. Yun, no? Pinaliwanag na yun na yung Attorney Neil Salcedo kanina kung anong ang ibig sabihin ng judicial power. Kaya true yun.
And number 3, quasi-courts or quasi-judicial agencies are the bodies or agencies that exercises adjudicatory power in certain types of controversies. And with that, Tutor Rom, ano yung answer?
The answer is true. No? Yung mga quasi-judicial agencies, ang example nun, example nga, kanina natin yung Civil Service Commission, di ba, Tutor Ka?
Yan, oo. And number 4, incidental powers are necessary for the discharge of judicial function. Yes, and the answer is true.
True.
And eto, Sandigan Bayan is a specialized court that hears cases involving violations committed by public officials, excluding the President, Vice President, Supreme Court Justices, and the Ombudsman. And the answer to the Ram is?
Is true, no? It is a special court, no, for government officials. Kaya true po, tutor ka.
Yes. So with that, Tutor Ram, batid namin na punong-puno kayo ng kaalaman ngayong hapon na ito. We are your Humanities and Social Sciences tutor for second sem. And with that, Diyos mabalo sa indugabos, Tutor Ram.
Daghang salamat kaninyong tanan.
I am Tutor Ka, kaalaman, karunungan, kapaki-pakinabang sa iyong kinabukasan. Tutor Ram.
And I am Tutor Rom. If you want to learn, just roam around.
And with that, we would like to say thank you. Up next, it's Pulso ng Kabataan with Tutor Janine and
Tutor Edson.
with
Paalam.
that, we say paalam.
Paalam.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Huwag aalis ha, dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan. Dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!